Hi, my name is Nathan Beckard. I'm CEO of Foundersuite and love to give you a tour of our brand new Investor CRM 2.0. This is the tool that's going to help you run your fundraise in a much more efficient and effective process. So what you see here is our Kanban board. This is what you'll see after you've been fundraising for a while and you're in the thick of your fundraise. Let's get started though and show you how to set up a new fundraise. So we'll just give it a name. Let's say it's a equity round, $2 million US dollars. So here's a brand new round, and you see you have a blank Kanban board. So the first thing to do is to start adding investors to the board. If you already know who you're trying to raise money from, you can type their name. We give you some selections to pull from. We're using AngelList API. We pull in some data, get you started. You can add more data as well. So we'll add Fred to our board. Here he is. The other way to add investors to our board is through our Find Investors tab. And this is going to save you a ton of time. This is a really cool tool. So start typing your industry. Let's say I'm in drones space. Pull from our drop-down menu. You have to pick from the drop-down menu. You can't freeform it. And we'll go and fetch investors who have tagged themselves as interested in drones. So let's look at a few of these. You can go start to look at names. And what's cool about this is you can pick out folks. You can look at their Twitter, their blog, their Facebook page. It's probably useful to pull up their LinkedIn page to see how you're connected to them. As with any good fundraise, you're going to be looking for people to make introductions for you. So I have a couple connections to Cameron Winklevoss. I might see who my strongest connection is and add them as the connector. Let's go back here. So Cameron looks good. I'm going to just add him with one click to my Kanban board. Boris, I've heard of. I'll add him too. Christoph, I've heard of. So on and so forth. So it's very, very quick to start building target investor lists. Let's go back to our board. You see I have all the folks on my board now. So I might come back later, spend more time studying up on Christoph, looking at his blog, looking at his LinkedIn, looking at his Twitter. And if he looks good, and if I can find someone who connect me, I'll move him into the new column. He's a new target. Now, I open up his card, and there's a lot I can do here. So I can add activities around this. All right, back to the board. I see that activity is now displayed on his card. Get Mike to introduce me. Let's say I move him through my board, and you can edit these columns if you wish. So I can call that something else if it better fits your flow. Moving to pitch, we get into due diligence. Let's say I'm in due diligence with Christoph, and he makes a contingent commitment. He says he'll put down $500K, but it's contingent on me finding another investor. So I'm going to tag this as a 50% probability. All right, and look what happened up here. I've got a potential commitment of $250K. Great. Let's go back. Let's go back to Cameron. Move him all the way to committed. So Cameron, I'm going to assign a dollar value to him. He said $1 million. He's good to go. Now I've got $1 million committed from Cameron, 1.25 in potential commitments. My round is starting to shape up nice. So there's a lot you can do with this. I encourage you to check it out. If you have any feedback, please contact us, info@foundersuite.com. We'd love to hear from you. And we hope we can save you a lot of time in your fundraise, make the process of fundraising much more efficient for you, and hopefully less painful. Thanks again, and we hope you enjoy Investor CRM 2.0.